What's going on, guys? Been a minute. Back to you with another edition of NGP Manga World, and basically we're gonna be talking about the anime today, and the anime we're gonna be talking about is Toradora. I've been watching it, and I mean, just okay. Warning: it's gonna be spoilers. I'm assuming that everybody that's listening to this have seen it, and I'm just gonna go through my thoughts about it. Okay, here we go. It's a show that had a lot of potential. Like it really does. It's got a lot of great characters. Like it's got a lot of interesting, fun characters. But it, let me get into the good before I get into what really frustrates me. The good is, like I said, starting out, it's got a lot of interesting, fun characters. I like Amy, Minarine. That's another fun character. She's energetic, boisterous, and they really grow her character and stretch it out. You can see a growth and a change and a shift. And at first she's kind of annoying, and during the middle, she's pretty cool. Like she actually, I liked her a lot more during the middle because they kind of shifted her character in a direction I didn't expect. She wasn't as always bubbly, and you got to see a different side of her. Amy, same thing. Like she was pretty dynamic in terms of how she kind of came in fake and a little bit of bitchy, but then when they open up her character, you're like, oh wow, she's honest, she's blunt, you know. But she means well, and she is who he is, and she cares about what other people think. But that type of deal. Ryuuji, he's an okay character. Yeah, he kind of gets on my nerves. I'll be honest, but he's not horrible. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of funny moments in the show. Very entertaining. It gets you it's like a slice of life type of deal. It gets you into all the drama. But okay. So overall, it's a solid show. Like, and I'm gonna be honest. I haven't finished it. Like, I'm on episode 20, but I just got so much emotion. I had to get this off of my chest. Now to why I hate the show. Now to the things I hate. I like for all the good that the show has, the main characters really drag it down. I feel like with Ryuuji and Taiga. To me, Ryuji's really frustrating because he has no damn backbone. He lets he bends over ass backwards just to help everyone else out. Doesn't do anything for himself. So he can just be so extremely frustrating. He's so agreeable. It's annoying. I'm just saying, like, at some point I just want him to, like, just puff his chest out and just do what's best for him, and just don't always aim to please people. Just for once. And then but outside of that, Ryuji, he's okay. Like, honestly, everything else about his character is solid. Outside of that, now my real issue, it really started putting me off the show. So basically, they started out, they set it up where it's like Ryuji and Taiga, and it's kind of like from Jump Street, you kind of sense, okay, they're gonna end up together at the end. But then throughout the middle of the story, they start throwing these other characters and shifting things. Like, and then it's like, oh, Minori really starts liking Ryuji, and then Amy clearly really likes Ryuji, and so I'm like, oh shit, and then it seemed. And then their relationship honestly didn't even seem, it seemed like between the relationship between Ryuji and Tiger just seemed strictly platonic, because she was just constant, she was offering this guy nothing. There was nothing positive about her, and she did absolutely nothing. It's like, for as much as she gave zero, and it just frustrated me. But it's like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. They're just gonna be platonic, because the way they started drawing it out, it seemed like it was up in the air during the middle, and then you get towards episode 18, 19, this is, and then they just make it plainly obvious what's gonna happen, and that shit just got frustrating to me, because I'm just sitting there like, yo, bro, like, what's the deal? Like, this chick is so annoying. She's a grade A bitch, like, straight up. Like, why would anyone want to deal with her for no reason whatsoever? Like, why would anyone, like, why are they setting it up for her to win? There's so many more dynamic characters that deserve it. I feel like for her character, they really should have just had it to where at the end, what'll happen is that Ryujin rejects her, and then she finally doesn't get her way. She's a spoiled fucking brat. Even her relationship with her father is really frustrating, because, like, even then they're like, oh, I hate my dad. Oh, why do you hate your dad? Well, he got married to somebody, and I didn't get along with them, and I ran away. I'm like, and then they make the dad out to be a bad guy, and I'm like, yo, she's an ungrateful little fucking kid. Like, if your dad wants to get with somebody, why is that your problem? That's not your business. And you over here starting drama in the house, yeah, you had to get up out of there. You got up out of there. Nobody kicked you out. That shit was annoying as hell. I'm like, all right, whatever, boom. Then on top of that, so now I'm sitting here, and then I'm watching this whole relationship, and I'm like, damn, this every time. Oh, I want OJ. She'll drink some shit, right? Boom. He'll cook. He'll give her a drink. Like, oh, here, have this drink. Usually he'll give Taiga a drink. And then what does she do? This ungrateful bitch goes, glug, 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 and she's like, oh, give me some OJ. I'm like, dog, what do you want OJ for? For what? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? That's crazy. Like, I'm telling you, like, that shit is so annoying. Like, the way they got this show going, like, it's got me tight. Like, period. Like, I couldn't even finish it. I gotta put it on hold. Like, just because I was, as soon as they made it obvious, like, that she was gonna win, I was like, damn, man, I'm tight. Like the show just got really horrible for me. I'm like, I cannot believe they're gonna get this selfish ingrate to win when, like, these characters who Minori, a lot, like I said, at first she's just annoying and goofy, but as the show goes on, she's a lot more dynamic, and then, you know, she actually becomes pretty fun, and she shows you different shades of her character, and she's not a selfish little prick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all about her. Even in that moment, there was even a moment where when Taiga realized that, like, it became obvious to her that Minori fucking loves, or they always use the word love, but rather she's crushing on Ryuuji. When she realizes that she's crushing on that Minori's crushing on Ryuuji, she sets it up. It's perfect. It's gonna work. It's gonna come out perfectly. What does this bitch do? She runs out her fucking building, crying in tears like a little baby, trying to stop him from getting what he wants, and her best friend from getting what she wants, because it gets in the way of her, which she wasn't even in the picture to begin with, and this was the only thing she was useful for. This guy cooks, cleans, does all this shit for her. It bends over ass backwards for her, and it's the one thing she can get this dude, and she's out here bawling on the street like a baby, and then Minori sees that shit, and then boom, she goes and she turns my boy down. That was it. That was the last straw. I was done. Like, that set me off. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this selfish little prick. She's messing with everybody's life. She cannot, like, everything's gotta go her way. For what I don't know. I'm tired of her character. Like, easily my most hated character in, like, anime, like, history, period. Like, I don't watch a lot of anime, and, like, I can tell you, I hate her the most. Like, the animosity is real. I don't like her, don't want to see her. She really, like, she took the show down from me. Like, I already didn't like her, and the fact that she, like, and then I was thoroughly invested in, like, Amy's character. Like, I was like, damn, I really want Amy to win. Like, you know, I was really liking her, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, like, her character seems to be, like, honest, blunt, like, just the kind of person that's just real solid people, you know. She's not on that honky-dory bullshit. She's really trying to help people out. And she stopped being fake, and there was real growth in her character, so I wanted to be her. And I'm like, damn, she might win. She might win. I'm really seeing this shit. I'm like, damn, she might win. The way they were setting it up. Like, oh, and she said that. And I'm like, yeah, she got the edge. And then boom, I knew it. The moment she started, Taiga started bawling like a baby, walking out that building, I knew it. I knew it was over. And I was like, damn, that's what it is. That's how they about to do it, man. My hate for her quintuple. I couldn't stand it. It was over. It was a wrap. Like, at that point, I had to put the show on hold. I'm gonna probably get back to it, I don't know, in a couple weeks or something, but I cannot finish it. It got so much. I had to spoil it, because just the idea, like, of just, I had to get over my hopes, because, like I said, I was hoping for her, and if it wasn't for her, the close second was I won't say a close second, but the next second was Minori, because I'm like, but the last person I wanted it to be was that selfish cunt. I'm telling you, she is a devil. She thinks about herself, nobody else. Everything's gotta go her way. If it's not perfectly her way, she cries and whines like a baby. And, like, at no point does she even, like, get to the characters and be like, look, you know what, let me just do my thing. She lets them, like, bend over ass backwards for her constantly. And I can't even, and I hate both their characters too, because I hate Ryuuji for bending over ass backwards, and I hate her for fucking letting people do that shit. Now, at the same time, though, the only reason I even got a little love for Ryuuji is because Amy was really messing with him. So that's where I was at on that. So, but beyond that, like I can't rock with his character like that. Like if I'm just gonna be real all the way and just keep it thorough. But like this show definitely had a lot of potential. But this chick right here that you see on your screen, she is dragging the show down. Don't like her. Don't need her. Like I think they call it what, tsundere. I seen tsunderes. I mean, you gotta grow the character. They like she is so constantly selfish. It's crazy. I cannot deal with that. Like I mean, I haven't made a video in a minute, and so it was just passion that flew through my body. I had to talk about this. It was driving me crazy. I could not believe that the writers really designed it for her to win. It just I couldn't believe it. Like it was killing my viewing experience because I was like, oh man, like I had to look it up because as long as I felt like there was a possibility that Amy could win, like. And the more they kind of geared towards Taiga, it made me hate the show even more. So I had to spoil it so that I can watch the rest of the episodes in peace and have a more objective view of the show. So I mean, it's definitely. I don't know, man. I hate her character. Like, there's no redeeming qualities, like zero whatsoever. Like, I can't even understand like what it is that this Ryuji's just a dumbass. He's just a cuck, bro. Like that's it. He's a cuck. That's what he is. Like he's just there to take punishment. Like that's why he messes with her. Like he's got no strength, no backbone, no heart. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, usually what I watch is that action, ground and pound type shit. So I don't like this isn't like this isn't really my lane. But I really like I said, like the show kind of got me hooked. Just kind of watching the everyday life and stuff like that. But when I seen that, like his character was really fresh. I'm like, yo, like come like show some heart, like step up. Like this guy took like 10 years just to tell. Honestly, he never really, like as far as like where I'm at, like he never even explicitly told what's name that he was really messing with her like that. I was like, damn, you not gonna tell me you're really messing with her? Like, come on now. Like as far as I'm concerned, anyone other than this devil would have been straight. I mean, come on now. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? I can't do nothing with that. Like, this is crazy. Like, they really hurt their show. I'm like, yo, who is the writer? Like, to me, like, off principle, like, selfish people should not be winning like that. That's crazy. Like, she gave up nothing in the show. She had to learn no cold hard lessons. Like, it's got to be some sacrifice. Like, she's so damn selfish. Like, how can they give her that? Like, it is crazy. That I can't do it. It's so annoying. I'm sorry, like I'm not like I already know like this is definitely like a rant. It sounds really nonsensical, but I hate her character with a passion. I don't know. Like I'm gonna probably make another video so I can be a little more cohesive. But I really just had to get this energy out. It was following me. It was weighing on my spirit, essentially. Yeah, man, she's trash, bro. And Ryuji's trash for picking her. It's fucking trash. Yeah, I don't know. Amy should have won. And it's stupid. Like, it's just lame. But you know what, man? As far as I'm concerned, Amy deserves better. Ryuji's trash for picking her. And she's just trash. Because she's trash. Whatever. Alright. I'm out. I'll come back with a valid review when I finish the show. Just had to get that off my chest.